right, you want to know what most plastic surgeons get wrong about the mouth, the perioral, the jawline? They miss the mouth pouch, the perioral mound. They don't flatten the mouth pouch. Check this out. Did you just spend 50 G's on a facelift and you're not happy because you're missing the perioral mound, or there's a little ball here, or now it looks atypical, there's these little pouches next to your cheeks? People get so frustrated about it, and we figured it out. What can you do, Doc? The perioral mound goes by many names. The mouth pouch, actually, the patient came up with that name, not me. If you check this out, you see the befores are on the left-hand side here. That's really how we get it flat. It's this isolated fat pocket. You can see there's the orbicularis, there's the risorius, there's arteries, there's nerves, there's muscles, there's the tendon of the oral commissure. All of those things kind of come together there. And when you smile, you create this fold. So there's also skin. And actually, it's probably the skin is one of the biggest contributors. So I've been doing buccal fat now for 12 years. Probably done more than anybody in the world. I'd be willing to put my numbers up against any in the world. And how I came about the perioral mound, you know, many people see me because they think the buccal fat's the perioral mound. It's not, it's a different pocket. Now, in some people doing buccal fat pad sculpting, Chicago style, how I do it, tightening the buccinator mucosa, the buccinator muscle can improve the outcome. Look at the buccinator muscle. That also continues to the internal portion of the cheek there. So I've started taking a little more of that buccinator muscle anteriorly towards the corner of the mouth, towards the lip, to further tighten that mouth pouch. You can see I found this little fat ball. There is a tiny little fat ball there. It is subcutaneous fat. Classically, you want to keep the subcutaneous fat in that location. So sometimes I remove that, sometimes I add a little energy. You know, I really tailor make it to each person. So that means, you know, one person needs the fat tightened, another person needs the buccinator mucosa, another person I get into the orbicularis. It just really depends. We got to tailor make it. So it depends on the etiology of each person's mouth pouch and then on how I would approach it. And for almost everybody, I got to do some sort of skin tightening on top of it. But all the scars and incisions are intraoral, meaning inside the mouth, so it's scarless. And then in a few people, I've done some little microfacial lipo. A few people, I added a little bit of Kybella, deoxycholic acid. So it's all about tightening those layers, getting those things to fall smoothly. In some people, I'm even doing a little bit of gliding brow lift style suture, like a netting type suture, little micro netting there to shrivel up that skin. The deep plane, you know, the big hammer, oh my God, I do a deep plane facelift, doesn't cure this. Let me repeat that. The deepest deep plane in the world is not gonna fix this on anybody. Right there is the pre, and then there is the post. So it's this little subtle pocket. There's the pre, there's the post. You can see there, the perioral mound, kind of marionette area, bam, we got it flattened. So everybody gets a little bit of a different approach, but we really are able to make it better. This woman really bugged her. It's just, it looks odd. She's like, man, if I could go back to before my facelift, I'd really even have that more. The facial artery branches into the superior and inferior labial arteries, which go to the lip. That's why this is a dangerous area to get treated unless you really know the anatomy, because that's what supplies the blood flow to the lip. Also, the nerve that lets you purse your lips like you're gonna kiss is right there. So look, the anatomy of this area, it's tricky. Guys, it's mobile. It's a very important anatomical area, and it has some very important aesthetic implications. It's key. And people, sometimes they say, when I suck my cheeks, it makes it worse, or I can see it more. If you suck your cheeks, and then you see that pouch more, then we gotta do something more than the buccal fat. We gotta get the mouth pouch. We gotta flatten your mouth pouch. And sometimes I gotta do a little bit of superficial tightening externally. Sometimes I can do it all internally, no scars. So I have a lot of people that they go get their facelift and then it looks even abnormal. Not only annoying, and now it looks kind of odd. Those people out there who've had this deep plane facelift and still aren't happy because of their perioral mound, mouth pouch, flatten your mouth pouch, right here. That's a key in many people. Okay, all you gotta do is subscribe. You're gonna feel hotter as soon as you press the button.